Public safety for the city of Hudson to order, excuse me. Roll call. Joyce?
Here.
Randy here. Lynn?
Here.
Thank you. Public comments. This is where you would, if we had an audience tonight, we would have people to speak on items that are not on the agenda. So we'll move on to the approval of the December 4th, 2025 regular meeting minutes.
I'll second.
Second. Moved and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Minutes are passed. Thank you. New business. 5A, steps to acceptance 5K fun run and walk. Chief.
This is a new event this year. I really don't foresee any issues with it.
Move to approve?
Second.
Any further discussion, any concern?
When is it? Do you have a date, roughly?
April
I don't have the issue
18th.
sheet. Yeah.
April 18th.
No, April 18th.
Correct.
And you said 5K?
Correct.
Yeah, it's 5K fun run walk.
Okay.
Is that the one that goes around, starts at the high school, goes around the walking
Sidewalks,
path?
Vine Street, Carmichael.
Oh,
Yeah, it'll be on
did they do it
sidewalks.
Last year?
No,
No.
it's the first year.
First year, okay.
Yeah, they'll be on
Grandview.
sidewalks except when they get to Chestnut.
Yep, Grandview, Ash, and then Chestnut.
I just try and have an ambulance at those events, just in case.
Yeah.
People drop over during 5Ks too.
Do you want to pass that on to John?
If you have it, you can just email
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I do the same thing with my lieutenant, right? So we make sure we get our stuff scheduled, so I can just copy you on those emails.
Yeah, that'd
I
be
can
great.
attach Drew too, so if there's anything you want to do.
Yeah.
I should have probably been doing that anyway.
I'll get it on our event calendar.
Perfect.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Number 5B, Valley-wide Pride Festival.
Third year for this event. First year was in the park. Second year was up at the high school. And now this year it'll be back down in the park again. Third or fourth year?
Fourth year.
Fourth
I
year.
was gonna say, last year was in the park.
Last year was in the park
Yeah,
again. This year in the park again. We didn't have any issues. I mean, the really only time we had any issues was that first year, and it hasn't been an issue since.
move to approve.
Second.
Any further concerns or questions from chiefs?
None.
Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. 5C, FIT Real Estate Group event.
Another annual event. This one is over Memorial Day, I believe. It's music, basically music in the park. I think they do some food trucks and things there too. It's never been an issue.
Move to approve.
Second.
Any questions or concerns?
And no issues for us with it.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. 5D, discussion possible action to purchase a new vehicle for the Assistant Fire Chief. Chief,
Yep, so that's probably worded a little strong, because there's no approval here to purchase it, but it's a recommendation, I guess, to move forward. After Chief Willems did his presentation, or his discussion, at the last meeting on fleet and vehicles that are in your fleet and everything and the needs for them, I thought it'd be a good place to have that discussion here, to show the need for an additional vehicle within our fleet. I know Ray and I had some discussions on, is it needed? And I just thought we'd have the discussion here. And then I did attach our complete fleet list as part of this as well. I guess the big thing is, being the assistant chief, it's no different than Jeff's lieutenant, where, not lieutenant, what is?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
the
lieutenant, I'm sorry.
Second in command.
Second in command, where they're expected to go to a lot of things, and there's an expectation to respond to emergency calls after hours, be available nights, weekends, meetings, everything like that. So having a take-home vehicle much like that is very advantageous. Our vehicles we keep in our fleet, I'm expecting 10 to 12 years we get out of these vehicles, so it's definitely get the bond period use out of those vehicles.
yeah,
So-
and we don't have one that that fire assistant chief could use, like the brush truck or something, or just not feasible?
No,
or-
we wouldn't want the brush truck because they carry water. If it's cold out, they have to park them outside.
Okay.
Things freeze, stuff like that. So
And
something
the other
that's,
vehicle up there, like,
we don't have anything else. Like, we are literally right down to what we need right now, so.
okay.
Move to approve.
Second.
Yeah, any further discussion or questions? And we did, for the record, bond for this?
It would be part of the bond. The good news is numbers are coming back less than what was anticipated.
90?
So, they haven't sent the bond issue out yet, but it was part of it, so we actually would be requesting less money, for this project.
Okay.
Along with some of our other projects bids are coming back lower than anticipated, so we're
That
probably
has
overall
been,
gonna be
yeah,
bidding.
that has been the trend even on our
Good.
side.
Yeah,
Nice.
Original estimates from even a couple years ago, right, are up here, and then we're getting quotes back that are down here.
Very nice.
People
Yeah,
are
so-
beating state bids with their bids, and, I mean, it's kind of
yep.
bizarre, but.
Yeah, one of the ones, and that probably be coming to finance in March, is our office build out. I was very surprised at where construction bidding came back at. I'm very pleased with where they're at. I think we're gonna save a considerable amount of money in that,
Oh, good.
so.
Good. How many miles a year do you expect to put on that?
It varies, 5,000 probably.
Okay.
I mean, that's why we're getting the life out of these things.
Yeah.
You know, between 5,000 and 7,000 maybe. And they're a little bit different in the fact that they don't run 24/7 like a squad car does.
Yeah.
I mean, the only time that they're ever running is if they're sitting on a scene. Otherwise, they just
Okay.
to and from.
Well, yeah, you're not taking them long distances.
No, conferences
very
would be
often.
about the only thing.
Yeah,
If you were to
mhm.
conference or something.
This is not a diesel, is it?
Correct, no. No.
All right. Any other questions? If not, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. I will stick with the fire department, and we'll go right to the fire report.
I don't have anything to report. We were down a little bit for calls in January, except we had a high dollar loss fire in January. But numbers are coming right back to where they were last year at this point, so nothing out of the ordinary, nothing unusual. We did survive the cold snap. We had a few equipment, not failures, we had a few valves break and they had brutal cold. Easily replaceable, we were able to get parts right away and get them fixed, so,
How many private or public businesses have broken pipes?
surprisingly, we haven't had any yet.
Knock on wood.
I know. If they're gonna show up, they'll be the next couple of days when it starts warming up, so we're lucky in that respect, so, yeah.
Good. Any questions for Chief? All right. Chief Mueller, EMS.
For EMS, I guess we have 3 ambulances, new ambulances that we expect to take delivery on in the next month and a half, 2 months, hopefully. They're in production and they're getting towards the end of that, so I think one of the bigger news items for us is we have been approved to hire our supervisors, so what we had shot for was to have 3 supervisors on the road a minimum of 16 hours of the day. Their primary focus is responding on calls, being available for community events, different things. I've been working on this for 20 years. It's finally come to fruition, so probably mid-month here I'll have something posted, so there'll be 3 operations supervisors that will have rotating shifts, work weekends. Again, we'll have about 16 hours of the day covered where we'll have a supervisor on. That's going to be super helpful for our operation. You know, today, things are busy and things are happening. Drew calls me on the phone and says, hey, you want us to respond to this call? Because we're busy, and that stuff, someone will be there available and monitoring that all the time, which today we're just too busy to do. So it's a
Right.
great thing for us, great for the community. So,
I have a question.
yeah.
You've got 3 new ambulances coming. Are you retiring any ambulances, or will these all be additions?
I have one that we're going to retire. It 400,000 miles on it, and the floor is rusted out. Are you interested? No.
Just wondering what
It's not.
so you're adding the net of 2.
Yeah, so I have 10, I usually have 10 in my fleet, and I only have 9 right now, just because of the issues of trying to get ambulances, and rebuilds were not an option. Things have changed, so we're able to get that now. So the two new ones that are coming that are brand new from the factory, that will just bring me up, one of them will bring me up to 10. And then we have one that's nobody will want. It's literally, we have it parked now out of service, so. And then the other one is a rebuilt, that will just, then when that's done, another one will go in, so.
Okay.
Well, 3/4 of our fleet has been replaced within the last year and a half, which is awesome compared to where I was 2 years ago. We're just praying every day that we're gonna make it through the day.
So the availability is much better now.
It's still
Coming back.
taking 3 years to
Okay.
get a new ambulance, but on the rebuilt side of things, the industry, a lot of manufacturers have opened up factories to do that. Obviously their staffing has stabilized and they're able to do it, so that's very good news for us. As far as volumes go, I don't have an annual report volume. I just had too many things going and wasn't able to do it, so maybe next month I'll have an annualized report for you. I have a December report, and there's nothing out of the ordinary. Volumes are very stable over here. So we had 139 calls in December. 107 of those were emergency response, 32 were non-emergent. And on the flip side of that, you see the response times. So response times continue to hold good. January's looking the same. I looked at it and started putting things together. I just didn't finalize it. January was our busiest January in history. So as a service, we did 1,159 calls in January. Last year was a record high volume for us as a service. We broke the 13,000 mark for calls. So last year we were at 12,100 and something. So pretty good increase in 1 year. One of the other things I'm working on is I'm meeting with our finance next week, and I'm gonna ask for another ambulance at least 8 hours of the day. Not that I need it, but what that brings to us is we do a lot of support for the other hospitals in the valley, and we're doing more for regions now. So that workload takes our ambulance out of service for a long time, because a lot of the cases we're doing there are high critical care type cases where they're emergent, they need to go to surgery, and they're typically going to the U of M. So regions is, they're at their capacity, and then the U is their backup. So we've started doing that work. It's important work, and we're busy enough that we tell them no once in a while, because I don't have 911 is our primary coverage. If my 911 operation is busy, our trucks, we're going to deny it. So my hope is that we can get this approved, and that really gives us a huge buffer. And that doesn't mean that truck is committed to transfers, but we at least have that availability that we can, do all of our 911 stuff, and then we still have this transfer truck. That's what I'll call it. But if we're down to one truck, and that's the transfer truck, it gets pulled back into the 911 operation.
Sure.
The other piece of that too is sick calls. Right now, every single shift that I fill on a sick call is at overtime. My overtime is through the roof. And, of course, like any other company, that's the low-hanging fruit that they're always trying to cut. This would benefit that too, that, if I have this extra truck and we get a sick call, well, we already have the truck scheduled, so you're gonna now fill in this. So I'm not going short, which we typically don't, but I'm filling that at regular time and not overtime. So those are just some updates in our operation.
Right.
Is there a pattern to the times that you have the transfers from regions?
Yeah, It's very similar to our peak time.
Okay, so it's daytime,
Our peak time is between 10 o'clock in the morning and 6 o'clock at night. I mean,
Okay.
it spikes every single
Okay.
day.
So
And it's
then-
probably no different than your workload and your workload. We're
Yeah.
all the same,
Okay.
so.
so you
Yeah, we would
just
like
staff
to,
it on
we would like
those
to
times.
shoot for 16 hours, but I'll be happy if I get 8.
You start with
I
8.
think things are looking good, so I'm very hopeful to that. The last thing I want to say, again, I thank you guys for attending that meeting with Central Square, because I needed them to hear your guys' side of it and ask the questions that you had, so.
And thank you for arranging that.
Yes.
I mean, I think that was important that they heard our need for a
Yes.
timeline and accountability
Yeah.
for the progress or lack thereof of where we're at.
Yeah. Be careful what I say, but I was a little disappointed in how that meeting went. I was surprised how the meeting went. I think that was a very important meeting, and I thank the sheriff's department for speaking up and kind of adding in their frustration to it too, so.
Yeah, express our gratitude to you and
Yes.
Terry at the Government Center. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not easy, but, you know, it's something you gotta just communicate.
Yeah,
And then tell us where we are.
Yeah.
Well, it felt like it's a low priority for them rather than a
Right,
high priority,
exactly.
which it's a high priority for us, but
Yes.
But I think that message came loud and clear that,
Agreed.
that we're not just passively waiting to hope
Right.
something happens. We need to see what is happening, what the timeline is.
Yeah.
And I think that's the gap that was missing.
Yeah,
So hopefully the next update, we can start putting benchmark dates.
right,
Like I was trying to suggest on there.
Yeah.
So they have deadlines and we can see it happening.
yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
My husband manages these types of projects,
Yeah.
and he said, this should be a 6-month project and, and done in 6 months. And
We're a
because,
little behind.
and so, yeah,
Just as much.
Yeah.
so,
But thank you again. That was.
yes,
Yeah,
thank you.
no, thanks for it. I'm glad you guys were all able to make it. And so the short notice thing, Terry and I were at a meeting a couple days prior to that, and I'm like, we got to get, I'm just getting ignored here. We got to get something on the books. And, you know, he made it happen. But 2 of the 3 dates he gave us were not an option. One was in April. And I'm like, are you kidding me? We're still in January and you're telling us April? And the other ones were not an option for the sheriff's department. So we had to get the meeting done. It was short notice, so again, thank you.
But it worked.
for-
Yeah,
We'll make it happen.
that's right.
That's all I have to report.
Thanks, Sean.
Thanks.
Any other questions? Chief Williams, Police Department update.
No significant updates. You know, that calls for service, I think, for December or January? December? I don't think we have January's yet in there. So just the end of the year stuff. Still working on the annual report, trying to make it pretty like the fire department, so it's a little easier to read. Instead of giving you guys a book every year that nobody probably reads. So we're working on that, trying to redesign it a little bit. A notable event, other than the missing juvenile that we've been working on for the last month. Our flock cameras had a ginormous hand in solving a burglary crew that had done, to this date, 18 storage unit burglaries.
Wow.
Multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars of property taken in these events. And the flock cameras are what we're able to link the start of where did these people go, so that you can go to the grocery stores and the gas stations to identify these people. That was all kicked off by our flock cameras. It's actually a sheriff's office investigation, but our detectives with our flock cameras and our traffic cameras led the way for that case to be solved. And obviously it's the winter time, so that's just the ones we know of right now, but we anticipate at least another 18 to 20 to be found when people start showing up at their storage units in the spring that are going to be linked back to these people. So I know that flock cameras were going to be a hot topic again probably this year, and he's not here today, but I figured that was an important one to share with you.
Can I add something to that?
Sure.
My daughter had a car accident on Carmichael. She was going straight through a green light, and the car that hit her was going through a yellow, and I'm sure that the flock camera was what
Those would have been the traffic cameras.
was important to the report, and because she said it happened so fast that I believe I had a green, but it's hard to remember all these things.
She had a green, the other one had a red, not a yellow.
Oh, okay, yeah. So anyway, I'm grateful that that was taken care of, and
it wasn't,
her insurance company paid.
It wasn't the initial kind of driving factor for those traffic cameras, but I mean, we do 700 crashes a year,
Yeah.
and that is the insurance companies very much like those.
Yes,
cameras.
saved her insurance company a
Well,
lot of money.
because every crash you do, right, as he said, she said, unless you have a witness that stops, that says, no, we were going the same direction, we had a green light or we had a red light, you don't know. Well, these traffic cameras show you the color of the light, right, when the incident happened. So
Yeah, and her car was totaled, so
it's
she
been
was
nice.
really upset about that. But anyway, thank you.
yeah, a little bit of an update on the new PD. They're moving along. The inside work, construction stuff should be wrapped up by the beginning of May. And then it's just kind of a waiting game until we get the weight restrictions lifted on the highways and the asphalt companies open up so that we can get the asphalt work done and the rest of the concrete work. And there's some trenching with the generator that needs to be done, but with 3 feet of frost in the ground, it's hard to do. So the inside nuts and bolts of the thing will be completed, and then there's like 10% of the stuff outside that'll have to be done at the end. So we're still looking at a potential move-in in June. So
Okay.
Good.
so far we're still on budget.
Yay.
So I wouldn't anticipate there's going to be a lot of savings in the budget because there's some things coming down the pike that costing a little bit more than we anticipated, but that's why we had the contingency funds inside the budget. So far we're still tracking to be on budget.
Staffing issues?
We have one in school. We're 3 short. We have one in school over in Appleton doing the academy, and we just started a hiring process here. The application process, or the application deadline closed on January 31st, so we're in the process of scheduling those interviews and PT testing for mid-February, and then Police and Fire Commission interviews will be later that week, and then we hope to be doing backgrounds by the beginning of March. So
Okay.
Good.
hopefully we can get 2 qualified candidates out of this group. That's about all I've got.
Any informational items? Anything for the upcoming agendas? If not,
Move to adjourn.
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned.